Johnny Robert machen hier los. Der E3-Weltmeister, List of Number da, der Maß aller Dinge. Erster Platz. Als zweiter
day 5, and everything went pretty well. You know, I didn't have any crashes in the special test, so that was nice. And pretty much rode a pretty consistent day. Nothing real amazing, but I had a couple really good times, and hopefully that the team moves up some. I know we were getting a little bit closer to Sweden, so hopefully we can knock them down a spot. And you know, from what I hear, the rest of the team was doing great.
You know, yesterday Charlie crashed in a special test, went down really hard, picked himself up, had a separated shoulder, and still finished the test. Saw the medics there. They told him he had a broken collarbone, but luckily it wasn't. It was just a separated shoulder. And so he actually rode a full lap, another 4 hours with a separated shoulder, and he lost time, lost 30 minutes. But the way it works is he can, you know, we could drop his score and use everybody else's. So as long as he finished the day, he could continue again today, and that's what he did. And you know, we've got a really good set of doctors with us helping us out, and they were able to tape him up, get him some shots, and I think he was feeling pretty good because he was winning tests today. So that's a good thing, you know. Even though we lost that much time for him yesterday, we just throw a score out, and he's still able to move on today and contribute. And so we'll see how it is when he's finished, and maybe use his times today. It might be a good thing.
I think the 5th test I ended up crashing, hurt my shoulder, and was able to finish the day out. The doctor said it was a separation, so it was tough to get through yesterday, and pretty much my 6 days was over at that point. And kind of bummed out, I think hurt the team in the overall points too, but day 6 was a lot better, day 5, sorry, it was a lot better. Shoulder was sore, but I got a shot to kind of numb it for the morning and taped it up good, so I was happy with the way I rode considering everything. I think I actually was able to win a special test, so it was a good day. It's a good week actually. Learned a lot, had a lot of fun, got to see the country, so it was cool. We have the motocross tomorrow for day 6, so hopefully I can put in a good ride and get out of there here healthier.
You know, it went good. It was an easy day, and the tests were really fun today. But you know that they were tough. They were really fast, and the moto one got really chewed out in the woods. The roots and stuff were really bad, and just had to take it easy in this test. And you know, you couldn't really push that hard. So you know, other than that, it was a good day. You know, I'm glad the trail ride's over, and tomorrow we know we get to have a little bit of fun. So this is my first 6 days. It went good. You know, it was a lot better when I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more boring than what it was, but you know, I had fun all week, and it was an awesome trail riding, and the tests were really good. You know, these guys over here are really into the grass tracks, I should say, but you know, it was good. You know, I learned how to ride with these guys, and it was cool riding today with all the top guys. You know, I started like the 3rd row back, and I got to kind of see what them guys do and everything, so it was good.